Greetings to you all, and welcome to this 13th edition. I guess this starts volume 2 of the Vendetta Gazette Gold Monthly, and we're kicking off our second year now of our Patreon thank you bags from Mike Vendetta with a very cool one. This most of this month basically has been Vendetta and Gold Nugget sales related to the YUBA River trip, and beautiful river in California that they had the big nugget gathering. It's an annual event, and you can see there on our Vendetta sticker that came with it, 2023 North YUBA Nugget Hunt. But yeah, so this month, if you couldn't make it out to the YUBA in California, Mike is sending you a little bit of the river right there. And this is, again, I'm a $25 Patreon member. And it goes up pretty much as high as you want to go, but at $50s and $100 and more. And you get bigger bags for every thank you depending on your level. But very cool, very nice bag. And yeah, just take a look at this beautiful river up there. You got to hang out with a bunch of different cool people and different cool channels. And Julie was up there with Banshee Mining and JP Lawns and more. Of course, Carson was up there, and we got to see Home Zoo and Secret Creek Prospecting, and yeah, just a bunch of people. So that was very cool. And then, of course, Mike went up there and met him, and got to do the giveaway and for the question, which we did that bag last week. And we checked out that beautiful White Horse new gold pay dirt that he has. So figured it'd be a good one to take a little trip down the river this week. And we'll finish off with this month's 2023 YUBA Crevice Patreon pay dirt. So apparently they were doing some crevice digging, and he packed up a bunch of it and put it in some pay dirts for us. So that's going to be very awesome. So a lot, yeah. So let's get ready, and we'll check this out. And speaking of Carson Prospecting, we've got our Lego Trump in position as always. Let's go Brandon coin. All right, well, here we go. We'll pull out our Keep America Great knife here. Take a little slice out of this so we don't shred it up and spend 5 minutes trying to get the bag open. All right, we already see some very, very cool stuff coming out of there. Oh man, we got some chunky stuff in here today. There's my boy Hurricane. He's pretty much abandoned the house. I've just been letting him stay outside because he is so miserable in there between Angel and the kittens. He's always kind of perched up somewhere hissing. I can't stress him. He started out here, and he was always happy to be an inside cat since the cold front that came through, and I brought him in a couple of years ago, but the 4 kittens and a unfriendly mama's been too much for him. But check that out. There is some YUBA River material right there. That's a long trip getting here to South Louisiana from Northern California. Yeah, there's a stick. It's a very cool stick. We're seeing all kinds of little bits of color and stuff in there. So, all right, well, that is excellent. And I guess we're just going to hit some jet dry in this. Get it all wet and see how it looks. So yeah, if you're not familiar with crevicing, that's when they basically take a pick or an L-shaped pick, or they've all got all kinds of different tools that they use to get down in the cracks of the bedrock, either right on the river or up the bank from the river where it's had floods come through, and gold would get trapped down in these crevices. And there's a lot of videos out on people doing that, and they find some really cool gold for sure. That's a very nice looking rock there. Where's that big one? But yeah, man, it looked like it was a blast up there for sure. And again, I was just so surprised that so many people were finding the kind of gold they were finding. But then you see how fast that water's flowing, and you know it's just always bringing down new material and carrying more stuff to be found. So it's not very good. But yeah, beautiful place. That's a nice one. Very green. Green and blue in the camera here. So yeah, it's like I said, it's been a pretty much a YUBA connected month, and we got to see some really cool gold on top of it. And now we're, like I said, if you couldn't make it to the river, Mike delivered some right to us here. He's quite a guy. Looks like a tiger's eye, or a maybe, I'm not sure. It's very square and shiny. A nice layered piece there. Yeah, I usually don't do the gazettes for the Friday night video, but this I just had some work this week that I did not end up with time. Actually, I was going to do it yesterday because it's Friday. I'm doing it right now again, the day of the premiere. So this may be premiering later again, like the other one. But yeah, a guy woke me up knocking on my door. So, you know, I did the big remodel for him last year after Ida, and they had some guy that was supposed to put a floor down for him because he has his granddaughter's bed was going to be arriving, and the bedroom wasn't ready. It was, you know, they had to have the floor in, and could I do it? So I was the job I've been working on is not that critical, so I was going to spend yesterday getting this done. And I mean, it was just a couple of 100 square feet of floor, but when you're not used to doing it, it definitely wore out my knees. There was that lock-in vinyl floor, so it's, again, I don't do anything with the laminates at all anymore. You know, it's just not worth it, time-wise, or the labor for it, or the quality. There's some pretty heavy black sand that seems to be holding there at the bottom. I know that they were, when they'd be working on running those sluices, and that water was flowing hard through that river. And yeah, I think this is going to be, I didn't even think about that and Mike's going, look, there's a big chunk of magnetite. It's like the size of your fist, a rock of magnetite going tumbling down down this sluice in the river. But yeah, I don't know if you can see all that fine gold up there, and I've already washed a good amount of it down into here. So yeah, I'm going to need to basically take yeah, take out what I can get off of this and then just go back through it, because it's this is one I probably should have done with just a spoon at a time. Well, damn it. There we go. Very, very nice looking gold there, though. That is cool. And again, I mean, this is crevice material, but he's probably added, they didn't get this much gold out of off the river. He like all pay dirts, they have to add gold to make sure that there's gold in it. But yeah, this is the material that would be trapping this stuff. Yeah, that is some heavy black sand there. Yeah, I got kittens running all over the house now. I'm down to the last two of them that are still nursing primarily. Two of them are mostly eating their cat food, the kitten food, but they still get in there as well. But she's about to be there. They just turned 7 weeks this week, so next Tuesday they'll be 8 weeks old, and she'd already be, if she was outside, looking to get pregnant again. So yeah, as soon as they're weaned, she's getting fixed, because we're not having any more kittens there. But check that out right there. Goodness gracious. That come on, Zoom. There we go. That is beautiful. Some very nice Vendetta gold. Like I said, makes you feel like you're on the river. And like I said, I still got some down here, and I got to go back through and recover. But that's a good amount of it to get started right there. So I'm going to snuffer this up while I can. Where's my... So there we go. Cool. Always love finding that fine gold. And then you can see right there, I still have more to recover. So yeah, if you haven't done your Patreon bag yet, you want to go ahead and classify that down, and probably, or you just do it like this, and you just just keep going back through it. I mean, it's not required. They got to go through a lot bigger stuff than that on the river to get it out, and we're doing this river style in honor of the great Mother YUBA, as they call it. Yeah, awesome place. Beautiful country. If it just wasn't in such a godforsaken shithole state that they've turned it into. Very sad, considering it used to be the Golden Gateway. Well, I'm gonna keep going back through and shaking out a little more YUBA gold here and there. Very nice, and we'll be back. All right, we have got our pan cleaned out. I went back through my tailings. I had two little tiny specks that made it through whenever I was from my initial washing, so that wasn't bad. Considering we were doing it river style. So I'll tell you, I was out there looking for it out in the sun. It is some very pretty gold. I'll have to go out there and take a look. And I got a little black sand to get rid of there. But really fun bag to do. And this just goes to show, I mean, you don't have to have a lot of weight to have fun panning some gold. A couple of tenths of a gram when it's, finer, smaller gold like that, where you've got the fun of recovering it, and it's a little bit of challenge when you got that black sand. But yeah, this is some beautiful fine gold. Hold on. I can't really hardly see through my lens now out here in the glare of the sun, but yeah, I'm picking up some gold showing through the darkness there for sure. So yeah, it is some very beautiful stuff out here in the sun. So thank you so much to Mike Vendetta for sending a piece of the river to us, because that was a blast. And there we have the whole gang right, taking up the kitchen floor here. Yeah, those white spots, that's what happens when nail heads poke through from the underside of these old vinyl floors. It makes them white, leaves a white spot over years. But yeah, look at those little babies there. I got to watch where I'm walking all the time. But yeah, that's all my little guys. I just don't know how I'm going to. And they all love him, don't they? They love you, don't they? Yeah, they love you, don't they? She, on the other hand, is not that big on him. Although she's being a little more temperate since they're getting bigger. But okay. All right, back to business. We have our. Sure, you can hear them in the background. Since my new microphone does not do the noise suppression like my other one did. But yeah, check that out. Some beautiful, fine Vendetta gold. Like I said, that was a lot of fun to go through, and some cool rocks, some river rocks, and a nice clean material. Get that cleaned out there. Still got a few little specks. Oh, trying to scale on. That's a nice little band of gold right there. I tell you what, I just did the check on it, so it is calibrated properly. So there we go. 0.174 grams. And that is some, like I said, some very nice stuff. And like I was saying, it doesn't take a lot to have fun. And that was a lot of fun. So like I said, felt like I was on the YUBA there. Kinda. Except I was sweating in my backyard. So big thanks to Mike Vendetta for sharing that with us on our Patreon this month. And for those of you that have been wondering, since we did sell our 10 Bayuniques, that I did make up there you have it, the Bayou Gold Guy, the 42.1.0 bottle, and you can see it's the little shack on the swamp, a little not the normal vegetation around it, you might say. Smoke coming out of the back door, a lot of smoke coming out of the chimney, no telling what that is. Got the gator there. more growth. So there you go. I said Mike wanted that one from back whenever we were in the teens. So that's I'm going to be sending this out to him there. I don't usually draw structures in the swamp, but I had to have some place for the smoke to be coming from. So there you go. Thank you again, my friend. All right, there we have a close-up look at our beautiful Vendetta gold. And you can see those. We've got a nice little variety of sizes and shapes of those little pieces there. Some of that is dark. It is still gold. That's it's like got a little bit of that iron stain or whatever it is that some of them have that make them dark. But very nice, a lot of fun, and like I said, a little taste of the Yuba River. So that will wrap up this 13th edition of the Vendetta Gazette Gold Monthly. And thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. I'll tell you, YouTube's killing me. I don't check my analytics that much anymore, but yeah, it's I know everything's down so much. 70% less than normal on uh, impressions when it puts out. I'd passed over 1 million impressions, 1,100,000, and yeah, it's gone down just ridiculously. They are squelching my channel big time, but still, I had and it came up. I had 900 subscribers the other day. I gained like 50 subscribers, and I even got the notice saying congratulations. It was like 902, and they started pulling them off immediately, and then it got down. It's like 856 or something. I don't. It's I mean, yeah, that I don't know. That's just YouTube. But yeah, the impressions though being removed, not going out, has really made a difference. I'll tell you, and that's how people see it. So I appreciate everyone that gets through to watch this, whether you're a Patreon member, a Vendetta fan, or just somebody that likes seeing some cool gold. Because yeah, we've had some cool gold here lately for sure. So in the meantime, this is Bayou Gold Guy, Bayou Cat Guy, Crazy Cat Guy in the Bayou saying take care of each other and peace out, my friends, and sign up for some Vendetta Gold with the Patreon account. Support the channel, and very, very awesome guy.